Clonmel refugee camp in County Tipperary is nearing completion. This is a huge refugee camp that has been earmarked for Ukrainian refugees in County Tipperary. Huge expanse of land has been procured. Modular homes are being put in there. The scale of this one is off the charts. This is set against a backdrop of worsening and chronic Irish homelessness. And just to give one example, this is a story that was making the news yesterday. West Cork woman, aged 88, faces looming prospect of homelessness. This is the lady in question, Jennifer Marley of West Cork, facing homelessness in a matter of weeks. An 88-year-old Irish woman, possibly on a housing list, going into emergency accommodation, not having a home or roof over her own head, while thousands of people from Ukraine are being housed in Clonmel, County Tipperary, for example. Now, I have a video clip that I want to show you first to show you the scale of this development of this camp. Now, the people that run the page that these videos were taken from, the link will be in the description box underneath this particular video, and they have been documenting the growth and the work that's been carried on in this camp for quite some time now, since around about last July. And they use drone footage. So I'm going to play you this to give you an example. These two video clips put together, a couple of minutes, shows you the work about a month apart until the point that it's at right now, mid-June, on the verge of opening. So I want to look at this here, and it's a silent clip, but this is a drone footage showing the camp. Look at the size of this particular area. As you can see here, the units, the modular units, have been set out very spaciously. Also, a lot of garden areas in force there. Also, this is the area surrounding the camp. You can see the diggers, you can see the land movers, you can see the amount of road and access area that has been procured here. And again, it's sitting on a huge expanse of green belt area, or greenland, or green fields. I don't know if they will be used as an expansion to this site. Maybe they won't, but I'm just saying it's sitting in a prime area. Look at these homes. Look at these modular homes here. I've just paused it so you can see the size of them. They'll have their own back gardens by the looks of it. They'll have their own front gardens, small front gardens by the look of it. And there will also be communal green areas in this huge site here. Communal green areas. And again, this shows the extent of the site. The drone is zooming in here. Absolutely mad. The size of those gardens. Access roads have been put in more, as you can see. You know, it's not dense. The units aren't densely crammed in together. Look at these big green expanses down the middle, and front and back gardens, and access roads, and looking out over beautiful green fields. So if you're in the Clonmel area, and I know maybe some people listening to this are, is this, look at this. This is the most recent video clip. This was taken a day or two ago. Look at that. Just look at that for 1 second. The size of this. The size of this, the amount of units and the amount of green area around each one. And this is in Clonmel itself. So this is sitting on the edge of another housing development area. People that have been living there for years, some cases maybe all their lives. And the extent of the work area. Look at the work area. This area just behind these modular homes in the center of the picture. And then you have Clonmel, the established housing there, the housing that's been there for years in the background, just to let you see. I'm not sure that they have as much green area, or as much space around their properties even as these modular units in the centre. So this drone footage really gives you an idea of the scale. The gardens, size of those back gardens. Fencing has been put up. How much does it cost to fence? If you've got a fence you need to put up with a neighbour's property, how much is a fencer going to cost to slap up a good wooden fence there? Fencing along the back of the property, fencing between the modular homes, nice patio laid down by the looks of things, solar panels on the roof, I believe, by the looks of things. I might be mistaken about that. Car parking spaces in front of each home, trees planted, landscaping done, green areas in front of each home. And there's over 15,000 people currently experiencing homelessness in Ireland, including almost 6,000 children. I'm sure they would love a place like this, but instead they're in emergency accommodation. It's crazy. Look at this. Scale is, it really is breathtaking. The scale of this really is breathtaking. And when you think of the amount of money that would have had to have been spent to bring this to pass, it really is mind-boggling. And just for those who aren't familiar with the story, just very, very briefly, this is some news reports that were taken from this time last year when this site was announced. The local people protested. They didn't want this in their area. There was a protest against this recently in Clonmel. It wasn't very well attended. Have people in the area resigned themselves to the fact that this is happening? Are they embracing what's happening? If you're in the Clonmel area or you're in County Tipperary, please feel free to leave a comment underneath this particular video. But this is from exactly a year ago, the 11th of June, 2024. Work resumes on site for refugee homes in County Tipperary. Earmarked for modular homes for Ukrainian refugees. Significant Garda presence deployed to the area on Haywood Road. Protests have taken place in recent weeks since plans were finalised by the Department of Integration for the site. So people just weren't very happy. Plan to install 82 modular homes for occupation. It's likely to be early next year before they're ready. Well, obviously they're running behind schedule on this one. It's now coming into July and they're almost done. Ukrainian people will go in. This is what they said last year, not internal protection applicants. No, they're getting City West. You know, the government's just spent another 150 million on City West, plus the conference facilities, plus a 50-acre undeveloped land site in and around that. And there's already 2,000 people in there. It will be used as a processing centre for asylum seekers and international protection applicants. But Clonmel, they're saying that it will stay for Ukrainian refugees. There was a number of incidents took place at the site last year whenever this was being worked on. Damaged machinery, security staff assaulted, work was suspended for weeks, but a group of people have been taking part in peaceful protests this time last year. You know, the government don't listen. Government don't listen. This is the cost. This was again an article that was published last October, £370,000. Homes. Not sure if this was actually published in the Daily Mail, if they've converted it to pounds from euro, but the 370 grand built for Ukrainians that have enraged Ireland as the country suffers a housing crisis, which has gotten worse since this article was published. Families in Ireland left raging as war refugees are handed brand new £370,000 homes while the country suffers a major housing crisis. The modular homes, which include a kitchen, living room, children's room, master bedroom, are complete with furnishings, including dishes, bedding, towels, and even cleaning products. Funded by the Irish government, the homes were initially meant to cost 167,000 per unit, shot up to around 400,000. A report by the Office of the Controller and Auditor General revealed by last month, that was September, October last year, 572 of the new homes had been built, but the building of 82 new units at Clonmel had been delayed to April this year due to disruptions from protests on the site. Once complete, the modular homes will house 2,640 Ukrainian refugees, while Jennifer Marley, aged 88, from West Cork, is facing the looming prospect of homelessness. How can this be accepted? How can this be allowed to happen? How is this in any way palatable to the people of Ireland? Many people are infuriated by this. Many people are just shrugging their shoulders about it. So that's the state of play. That's where we're at right now. An update on the Clonmel camp. Leave me your thoughts, your comments, your opinions below in the comments section. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and feel free to share this content. Cut and paste the link or click on the share button. Drop it into your Facebook groups, your social media groups, whatever it is that you want to do. Email people with it. Just let people know what's going on. They may not care. They may get their eyes open. They may say, well, I'm happy with that. You got to get the word out there. We've got to make people aware of this. So I'll leave that with you. And for now, I'm Rick Munn. This is No Risk, No Reward Media. Over and out.